joking.
I wish I was.
It's a big jump from a homicide in Herne Bay to a serial killer stalking the nation.
With an imagination like that, you should be writing horoscopes for the bloody newspaper.
A woman assaulted in Longreach. Another raped and killed in Mount Isa. A girl of 15 raped and assaulted in Grafton. And the rest. All Aboriginal, all robbed, all unsolved.
Even if there was a bastard like that out there, there's no saying he was involved in Wilga's death.
Well, there was cheap jewellery taken in every case. Rings, necklaces. Wilga lost a ring.
Could have been lost in the ambulance, the hospital, anywhere.
Or taken by some sick bastard as a souvenir.
And you're the only one smart enough to put it all together.
Well, maybe if these were white women, it might have been picked up sooner.
I hear Robert Sutton's back in town.
We finished a detox at Kempsey a couple of days ago.
Well, there's still that small matter of the outstanding assault warrant, if you could get round to it.
Let's go. Hello. Oh, hi. Hello, Barb. You lot must be wearing out the road between Riverston and here.
Tell me about it. Ben's got a meeting. Thought we'd go to the Mish after to see Sally. Aren't we, hey?
Well, that's great to see that you're all getting on so well.
Oh, yes. I'm the one that encouraged him to come back. I mean, I just thought we'd see them twice a year like my relatives.
Well, don't write off all your new relations. While I'm here, I'd really love to see you.
Are you leaving?
Oh, well, there's nothing keeping me here. The sooner I pack and move on and get back to having a life, the better.
I know one person who'd be sad to see you leave. Vincent.
Oh, that. That's nothing serious. Look, Ben never got back to me about that couple that looked through the place while I was in Western Australia.
Do you want me to chase him up?
Yeah, please. It's time I got moving. Wait.
You'll get them there fancy clothes dirty.
It's locked. Mum's got the key.
Millie was chairman of the co-op before it closed down last year.
I didn't know she was involved.
I'm not one for picking scabs off old sores, our Millie.
You start by getting the boat hire going again. Concentrate on the locals, not the tourists.
It was bloody popular with them last time.
Well, up and running, this place could support 3 or 4 full-time staff. Want a job?
Sure do.
Why work for someone else when you can work for yourself? That's what I always say. Ah, here he is.
What's he doing here?
He was the development officer, wasn't he?
Harder to get rid than snails in a garden, that bloke.
Thanks for coming at such short notice, mate.
Listen, mate, if you've got a buyer for this white elephant, I would have put off breakfast with a poke.
Oh, not a buyer. Something better.
Oh, yeah? What are they doing here?
Part of the grand scheme.
Which is?
Giving the Bimbilla Development Corporation another shot at making this place financially viable.
Where do I fit in?
There'll be lots of paperwork. They'll need help switching it over to their name. They'll need seed capital. The department funded it before.
Mate, the department wasted a fortune trying to get this thing off the ground. Waste of bloody time. You want to know why?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
The department initiated it. The department sold the co-op on the idea. But they forgot to ask the people if they really wanted it.
That was then, this is now. For the right sort of help.
Whose help?
Mine, for a start.
Look, mate, it'll take a lot more than sponsoring a bloody football team to get these bastards to listen.
Oh, they'll listen. I'm one of them.
Come on. Are you serious?
Found out recently that I was taken off my parents when I was a kid. Adopted out.
Be bugging. Now that you mention it. Makes no difference, of course.
You want to bet? Robert, Clary, come on. Gotta talk some sense into this gub.
Go on, bro. Catching anything?
Enough. Lodgers.
Come in.
I was just heading down the Mish to see Robert Sutton. I thought I'd pop in.
Well, the door's always open.
I wasn't too sure after the other day.
Oh, bad. Forgotten and forgiven. Friends?
I think we're more than friends.
He out west was out west.
I'm back here?
I've got something for you.
Are you going somewhere?
Sydney. Tomorrow.
Holiday?
No. There's a heap of paperwork to sort out with Garth about the property. And, well, I've got to put feelers out for a job. The level in the old bank account's going out like the tide.
Are you coming back?
Not sure. Depends on how soon I get a buyer.
It's ancient history and best left that way.
Let Ben finish. He knows what he's talking about.
Look, it's just that if we get moving, we can have it up and running in a couple of weeks.
No thanks, butter. On the wagon.
Mish is dry. Get rid of it.
Sorry.
Honest mistake.
Better not make them mistakes with the boat shed, eh? If we move quickly, we can...
Setting a corpse up and putting clothes on it. Forget about it.
Look, just because the co-op messed up doesn't mean to say we're gonna.
We could learn from the mistakes.
You're not even a member of the Development Association.
Soon fix that. I nominate him.
Coming.
I just changed her.
Oh, it won't hurt her to get a bit dirty.
Come on, see what Ernie made for you? Here, we're going home.
Sorry.
She'll be impossible tonight.
It's just a bit excited, that's all.
Hey, hang on. I'm coming too.
So you reckon there's anything in it?
Dunno. Worth trying, I suppose. Better than sitting around here with time on my hands.
Vincent came by earlier about that warrant.
Too much to hope they'd forgotten.
They need you to go down to the station tomorrow.
You're not going to jail like Ricky, Dad.
No. You'd run the boat shed if I did, eh?
Just till my dole money comes through.
Oh, yeah, sure. $20, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be John.
Ever thought about doing some training, Sal? TAFE or university?
Yeah.
You could be a teacher, maybe.
Oh, I couldn't leave the mob. Not now.
You'd soon make friends.
Friends aren't family.
John, you know Fiona, and,
Fiona?
it's my sister, Sal.
Hi, Sal.
Hello.
How about a beer?
Well, you never asked. I've been working with these people for 25 years. When it comes to doing business, they think differently to us.
Well, I've got to start somewhere. I'm not exactly a novice.
Mate, you've got your own business to run.
I can do both. I, joined the Development Association this afternoon.
Just be careful. When there's a lot of money going in and out, sometimes some of it goes walkabout.
What are you saying?
Oh, so you get your fingers burnt. Why don't you start a new business?
Look, if it's not a goer, we can, find something else as soon as we can. We're meeting to go over the books in the morning.
Pretty keen, aren't you?
It's important to me. 10 o'clock at the boat shed, see you?
Sure.
Cheeky little grin. You should ask Beth for one of old Jock. Have the whole family.
No, he wasn't that interested in me.
Well, we were. Just never thought we'd find you.
I'm glad you didn't give up.
I wasn't going to let you go twice.
I don't know why anyone would want to go to the city.
Oh, it's all right if you're used to it.
Must have changed a lot since I was there last. When are you going?
Tonight's train.
Sure that little wing's well enough for you to fly on your own?
Well, if I don't try it, I'm never going to know, am I? I've made it a condition of sale of Jock's place that the gate will never be shut.
Told you before. Right of way.
Well, I thought you might have forgotten.
Beth, you lift the town with you?
All right.
Did well up there, according to this.
Well, I wasn't doing too well before I left.
Bloke you allegedly assaulted would agree with you there.
Giving away, Blue one with a grog. Not part of the culture.
I'll remember that next Friday night in front of the pub. Vincent tells me you're in line for a job.
On my way there now to talk about it. That's if I don't have to go into the cells.
I'm prepared to bail you on that charge here and now. You've got about 6 months before it comes up in front of court. I think if you keep your nose clean, it'll make a big difference. But I'd keep it very clean. Understood?
Loud and clear. Thanks.
Well, you better get out of here before he changes his mind.
I've got a call for you. Maureen. Heard you've been nosing around about unsolved assaults.
They got one as well.
I'll ask them about that.
Well, as soon as I drop him off, I will.
Who did that?
Not the first time. Morning.
Good morning.
Bit of a nip in the air this morning.
Excuse me? You got a minute?
I haven't got long.
You're always in such a hurry, Joe. Look, It doesn't hurt if you stay in one place for a while instead of running off, not knowing where you're going.
What?
You're not making this any easier. It's not such a bad place. What I'm trying to say is, you're not listening to me.
Come on.
You won't have to go too far to find who did it.
There's flammable material all over here. It's a high fire risk area.
There's no proof of anything suspicious.
Should have known you were going to stick up for your scumbag mates.
It's lucky for him I'm deaf in that ear. You better bloody shut up soon. Hey, where you going?
I have a look around.
Do you ever think of leaving anything to the experts? Go with him, Macca.
What's going on?
The office burnt down. You know, I should have got that bloody gear out of there.
That mob will never learn where they're not wanted.
What's that supposed to mean?
Time these bungs worked out, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
And how can they with redneck bastards like you running them down?
No need to get personal, mate.
This is personal, mate. These are my people you call them bungs.
Everybody's an abo these days. Now they're dishing out the money.
It's about time we got a fair go, isn't it?
Ben!
Oh, don't look like you're doing too bad to me.
Come on, you bastard! Go, Ben! Stop! Too many of them out there. Too many of them out there.
Hey, Phil!
Come on, mate.
Take a look at this.
Make sure nobody touches anything till the arson boys get here.
Bless you.
Oh,
We'll keep this short so you can get home out of those wet things.
I don't think I could be much help, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's just routine. You know, what time you got here, what you saw, who was here.
No skinheads and jackboots, I'm afraid.
I didn't think there would be.
Well, what's that then?
The old one was Neil Kelly, drunk out of his skull after winning the trifecta on the Melbourne Cup about 4 years ago. Got fined $300 for that.
The one that was painted since yesterday?
Mate, if they did it, not even they're stupid enough to advertise it.
Well, who else will want to burn the place down?
You tell me. Did you see anyone hanging around when you got here?
Oh, no one suspicious, if that's what you mean. There was, some bloke fishing off the pier and, oh yeah, Millie and Clary.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm gonna go home and have a shower.
Look, we'll be in touch if we need anything more from you.
Is that likely?
You never know.
Spot your 50 points.
Sorry, I can't. I've got to finish this.
Then let's play drafts and I'll be black.
What's that mean?
It means that way of thinking's all you seem to relate to at the moment.
Oh, come on. I mean, you saw what happened today. I mean, that shit's been going on forever. I mean, I could ignore it before because it never touched me. Now it does.
It's touching all of us. I bite my tongue before I say anything in case I upset you. The only place we ever go is over there. We haven't seen our friends for weeks.
I don't know what to say to them.
They haven't changed.
So it's my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. This is harder on you than anyone. I know that, Ben. But I can't help you through it if you keep shutting me out.
I'm not! do something. Now, I've had an education and opportunities, and if I can use that to do something for them, with them, then maybe I can make sense of all this. You understand that, don't you?
No, Ben, I don't. I'm trying to, but I don't.
Oh!
It's Emure. Winter variety. Got eucalyptus in it. Rub it on your chest and gets rid of the cold, no worries.
Yeah, let's just give it a decent burial.
No, I use it. I ain't had a cold since I was a kid.
No one could get close enough to give you one. Yeah. Thanks anyway for bringing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks for this.
It looked good on you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I nearly kept it as a souvenir. But you'll be hard to forget with or without it. Glad we're still friends.
Could I use your phone?
Well, is it urgent? I mean, my taxi's coming in a few minutes.
I won't be long. I just got to ring my opposite number in Moree. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I'll pass it on. Jackpot. There's 2 more assaults to add to the list. They got a warrant out for a suspect. They're sending the stuff down tomorrow.
You don't give up, do you?
Depends what I'm after.
So it hasn't been such a bad day after all.
It's not over yet. I never did finish what I started this morning.
Never got the chance.
Well, it wasn't my fault. You tried to drown me.
Look, there's nothing left to talk about, Vincent. I just don't want to be hurt again, that's all.
That's the last thing I want to do.
Look, we're just too different. We've got different outlooks, different ways of thinking.
It'd be pretty boring if we were the same. I'm not saying there aren't problems.
So why complicate everything again? I'm not going to be here much longer anyway.
Not if that's your taxi.
Oh, shit, I've missed the train.
You could always get another one tomorrow. You could change your tickets. Chubby. I missed you.
I missed you too. This doesn't change anything.
Of course not.
Okay, Jim, that should do it for now. If anything else comes up, we'll let you know. Thanks for coming in.
No worries, champ. Ernie.
Well, I can rule him out.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jim's got a big mouth. But Millie Carmichael was there before him yesterday. He couldn't have set anything up without her seeing him. Come on.
2 minutes, mate. I got to ring Herne Bay. I got some information last night from Moree that they could use.
Did you ever stop to think they might not like being told how to run their investigation?
Yeah, but I think they should know.
Vincent, you're not the only cop in the state. You're not even a bloody cop. You got your own job to do.
And part of it's making sure that blackfellas like Ricky Dyer don't get railroaded.
And part of it's coming to Riverston with me on a case that isn't bloody closed. Look, it's not your fault Ricky's in Long Bay. Maybe if you can accept that, then his family can start getting on with things again, instead of living on false hope. Let's go. Someone didn't want that place going again?
So the more you can tell us about it, the better.
Well, it wasn't one of my successes, I'm afraid, fellas.
In what way?
Well, there was a lot of opposition from the local businesses. A fair bit of infighting amongst the co-op members, too. Have a seat.
You don't think any of them would have done this?
Well, why would they want to destroy it? There's $10,000 worth of equipment in there.
It's some pretty fancy gear.
You got no idea how much money we poured into that project. Got pretty disorganised in the end. Accountancy procedures weren't being followed. Lapses in bookkeeping.
Are we talking fraud?
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, if I thought that, I would have insisted on an immediate audit.
Still, certainly sounds worth our while to check out those books.
I'm afraid you're going to have a bit of a problem there. All the co-op files were in that office.
Who was responsible for keeping them?
Well, I suppose it's a matter of public record. Millie Carmichael.
Can't be serious. I can't see Millie Carmichael running around with a can of petrol in a timing device.
Millie, no. Clary? Especially if he thought it'd help his mum.
Now he's making big jumps in logics.
If they were there, they had a motive. I've got to talk to them.
Thought you two would be out chasing firebugs after yesterday.
That's why we're here. Wonder if you and your son wouldn't mind accompanying us to the station.
What for?
We have reason to believe you may be able to assist us with our inquiries into yesterday's incident.
No reason why we can't assist right here.
It'll be easier all round if you give us a statement back at the station, Mrs. Carmichael.
What have they done?
Probably nothing. But when's that ever made a difference?
Hey, you'll only make it worse. And she's a trouble, mate. I better in the legal service.
What seems to be the problem, Sergeant?
Told you no good would come stirring things up.
Where are you going?
Town.
What for?
What does it matter? Look, whoever burnt that place down, we'll never get it reopened again.
Buggered if I'm going to let you throw away all that hard work we did.
So what's it all for? So I can sit around here on my ass doing nothing? Getting handouts straight instead of charged?
We've learnt there were some irregularities in the accounts, which were unfortunately destroyed in the blaze.
You're saying I had my fingers in the till?
We have to follow up everything on this, Millie.
You'd believe I'd rip off my own people? I'm not saying the co-op couldn't have been managed any better, but there was nothing wrong with the books and no money missing.
Well, in that case, you probably don't have anything to worry about.
I know my rights. I want the Aboriginal Legal Service before I say another word.
Mum.
He can sling all the mud he likes, but in the end, he'll have to charge us or let us go.
Thanks for your cooperation in coming in.
What did he mean to reconstruct accounts?
Bank statements, departmental files.
Departmental fairy tales. Shame job, Vincent.
What's up, cuz?
Well, I got it to here. And I thought, be buggered if they're gonna beat me. Hard enough to do it once. I don't know if I could do it twice. But I'll tell you what, this stuff tastes like kangaroo's piss.
How well do you know John Thompson?
I wouldn't give him 10 cents for a box of these, unless I'd counted them.
Well, I'd love to be able to help you fellas, but everything went up in smoke.
You blokes keep records on the amount of shithouse paper you use.
All we need is an inventory of the equipment in the office. If the department had laid out that much money, I'm sure there'd be something on your files.
Well, I had a look for the file this morning after you were here. Must have been shipped down to archives when we moved.
Well, we really need to get our hands on that file. From what you say, there's a lot of pretty expensive equipment down there.
Very expensive. New furniture, computer, copier.
Looked like a lot of crap from what I saw.
I'm sure if you put your mind to it, that file will turn up.
Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have another look for it. But I can't promise you anything.
You left without saying goodbye. I would have had to come after you and arrest you.
Even if I'd sent you a postcard?
Things are going to be pretty quiet around here without you.
Nothing's decided. I still have to find a buyer.
Did you change your ticket, Jubby?
Not yet.
It keeps your mind off the die case, mate.
See you in an hour, okay?
Look, I know a few people in Riverston. I could have a word in their ear, see if they've got something, even if it's just temporary.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on. Eddie will find something.
It's not that simple.
So there you are. Got something here to put hairs on your chest? The lollies. Feast your eyes on this.
Typical. Bloody typical. The white fella's always an easy scapegoat.
I know a false invoice when I see one. Now, it's a bloody good paper trail, mate, but not good enough when you know what you're looking for.
Which is?
Grant money. They got sidetracked between the department and the co-op. Equipment. Paid for, but never ordered or delivered. No wonder you had to have the place burnt down.
Where's the file now?
With the authorities.
Yeah, well, that won't prove anything.
Even if they can't. Your people are going to be very interested, so are ours.
You haven't got a clue, have you? Mate, your people aren't exactly saints. They're out there ripping off their black brethren, too.
And where did they learn it?
Jesus Christ. Once you bloody will grow up, you got some bullshit notion that your life would be bloody perfect if you were brought up there on the bloody mission with the boozing, the fighting, the bloody dirt. Would you just go home and be grateful for what you got? And thank Christ you can pass yourself off as a white.
If you're what it means to be white, mate. No thanks. You're an asshole. Do you know what? You've done me one hell of a favor. You get a quick sale, full valuation, no agent's commission.
Are you sure? This place is more yours than mine anyway.
You never make a sales agent. It's here. It's close to them. You do want to sell, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fell off the back of a truck, I suppose.
Concerned citizen found it in the street and handed it in. I'm surprised you hadn't reported it missing.
Yeah, well, we had a break-in earlier today. Still trying to work out what went missing.
It's pretty interesting reading.
It's supposed to be confidential.
Well, we had to find out whose it was, didn't we?
Does raise a few interesting questions, Mr. Thompson, which I'm sure you'll be ready to answer when the relevant authorities are informed.
Not me. My successor. As of today, I'm on extended sick leave, pending retirement.
Pretty sudden.
Stress of the job. I spent 25 years trying to right a few wrongs and get no thanks for it. I'm taking my super and heading up to Queensland.
Your super wouldn't be swelled from what you skimmed off from the co-op, would it?
It's skirting pretty close to slander, boy. Any departmental investigation will find my hands are clean.
Yeah. You mobs stick together, eh?
Yeah, well, I wonder who we learned that from. I hope you can find whoever lit that fire. Bastard.
Don't worry, mate. You'll have to go a lot further than Queensland.
I'll hold you to that.
At that break and enter. I'd love to know who did it.
No, you wouldn't.
Vincent, Herne Bay again. Something about an arrest from that information you passed on.
Oh, I called them with the Moree information from the post office. They were quite grateful. Didn't seem to mind me interfering at all. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, it's coming through now.
Phil?
Now tell me there isn't a connection.
How dare you? Without even speaking to me.
I'm speaking to you now.
I am not going to bring Sherry to live in a slum with an outdoor dunny overrun with funnel web spiders and your relatives.
They're my family.
So are we!
Oh.
I'm white, Ben. So is Sherry. So are you.
Bullshit!
You were raised white. You can't pretend those 30 years never happened.
And I can't pretend to be who I'm not.
Who's that? Ben Lovell or Eddie Dyer?
I don't know what you want me to do.
I just want things to be the way they were.
Well, they're not.
I can't travel down this road with you, Ben. Even if I wanted to. I'm taking Sherry home. Are you coming?
Well, if they hadn't nailed you, Robert, you could have been in a lot of trouble.
That draft, brother, you did it.
That bastard Thompson would have seen you wear it in a shot.
Your maid'll still probably get away with it.
He's not my mate.
You got him involved again. Stirred up all that trouble.
Look, the boatyard's dead. There are plenty of other businesses around. We can start up a garage or a spare parts place. I don't mind throwing in some capital.
Money from buying and selling land?
I've put in an offer on Beth's place. And once I sell mine, I'll have some spare cash.
There's no need for charity, Eddie.
I'm not offering you a handout. We can work out some sort of equity.
Then it'd be yours, not ours.
I don't think Eddie means it like that.
Jesus, I'm just trying to help.
Hang on a minute. You don't owe us anything, Ed. You're family.
You've still got a lot to learn, bub. Still thinking like a white fella.
It was fine when it suited you. Why is it such a bloody crime now?
Eddie. Give it time, son. We've got our own ways of doing things.
Make bloody sure if someone starts to understand your ways, they shift.
Frank Delaney.
He called himself something different when he left here. That's him, all right. What's that?
Oh. I've had an offer on the house. Ben Lovell.
You gonna take it?
It's silly not to.
It'd be silly to leave before this plays out. I mean, everything's got a reason, Chubby. Jock dying and you coming when you did.
Coincidence.
Come on, you know better than that. I've been on my own for a long time. It had to be that way. But I got used to having you around. I don't know if I could go back to how I was. Look. Mother Myrtle,
What?
I don't want you to leave.
Hello? Are you all right?
Look, about buying. Forget I said anything. It was a bullshit idea. I don't belong here.
Of course you do. But it is a long way from Riverston.
I don't know if I belong there anymore either.
Eddie.
I'm not one of them. I never will be. Now that I've met them, I'll never be who I was either.
So what'd you tell him?
Didn't have the chance. He's changed his mind, doesn't want it. Oh, don't you dare say this was supposed to happen.
I wouldn't dream of it. But I wouldn't mind knowing what you were going to say.
I can't tell you that. It's women's business.